Hello, students. Today we'll learn a new poem called The Bees, written by William Shakespeare. This poem tells about bees. The hierarchy in a beehive, along with their characteristics, is clearly depicted here. The bees also set an example about hard work and sincerity. And in honeybees, they operate in a communal way where the one single fixed element is obedience. And it can be concluded that all the different elements work towards one common end cohesively. All of them fulfill their responsibilities sincerely and professionally, qualities which we humans have to learn and emulate. They set an outstanding example about the importance of hard work, obedience, and harmonious community living. So work the honeybees, creatures that by a rule in nature teach the art of order to a peopled kingdom. They have a king and officers of sorts. So in the first paragraph, William Shakespeare describes bees from the organization of society. Bees are wonderful creatures. The honeybee colony is believed to be the most widely studied creature after man. It organizes itself into a super efficient society. So, in the first paragraph, the poet describes the hierarchy of distribution of work in the process of making honey. There are different bees that carry on the work. He tells that the order to a peopled kingdom. So there is an order that's been set in their kingdom, and they have a king and officers of different types. Where some, like magistrates, correct at home, others, like merchants, venture trade abroad. Others, like soldiers, armed in their stings, make a boot upon the summer's velvet buds. In the second paragraph, he talks about the different kinds of officers. Some are like magistrates, some they are like merchants, that is, they venture trade abroad, that is, they go out and do some trade. And what is that? Get the nectar. And few of them are like soldiers, armed in their stings, they are ready for protection. Make a boot upon the summer's velvet buds, that is, they are thick and soft buds, they are ready with that. Which pillage they with merry mirth bring home to the tent royal of their emperor, who, busied in his majesty, surveys the singing masons building roofs of gold. Which pillage they with merry mirth bring home, that is, with what is pillage? Stealing of honey, and it is done with merry, that is, they are full of joy. They steal the honey from the flowers, and with lots of happiness they bring it home to the tent royal of their emperor, to the tent royal, to their home of their emperor. It's of the queen, who, busied in his majesty, surveys the singing masons building roofs of gold. So it is nothing but the queen bee. She is busy looking after everyone, and these people who are assigned to bring the nectar from the flowers, they collect it, that is, they steal it from the flowers, and they are very happy to come back and serve their queen. The civil citizens kneading up the honey, the poor mechanic porters crowding in. They are heavy burdens at his narrow gate, the sad-eyed justice with his surly hum, delivering over to executors pale the lazy yawning drone. The rest of the bees, they are the civil citizens, just like we people. So it's just like common people. So these citizens, they are kneading up the honey, that is, they are trying to make the honey smooth. What is kneading? Making honey smooth. And the poor mechanic porters crowding in. They all get together. Their heavy burdens, it is narrow gate, that is, they have lots of burden of finishing their work and delivering over to executors pale the lazy yawning drone. What is drone? It's a male bee. So the male bee is just enjoying or just relaxing, whereas all the other bees are busy with their own work and they have to finish it before the time that is allotted to them. They have to serve them just like a society, just like we live in a society where we have one owner or the main person who looks after the entire country, and then we have the subordinates like the ministers or the magistrates, the police, or the doctors, and then we have the common people. So, similarly, even in the bees colony, there is an entire structure of a society. So, some bees they take up the task of venturing honey, some officer bees to monitor their work, some guard the hive as like that of masons, and but there is one bee that does not take up any work, and that is the drone. It is a lazy bee, that is the male bee. Okay, bee is a female, drone is the male bee.